I don't know.
What's the issue? You don't want
I know something's up because you called me. Wonder if I see it in your eyes.
Sure. Oh, you don't get a fuck up the recording anymore. That doesn't matter.
I know something's up because you called me. Wonder if I see it in your eyes. You just wanna hear me cause you're lonely. You're the wanna be there by your side. Hypothetically, you know that this is better. Wanna take it back.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here or if you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Sharron. We do mostly vlogs on this channel. If you're not a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to join me again in today's video. I think I've also been missing in action for like a week or so. Like, consistency has been really difficult. Where I promised that I would show up, so we are going to be doing this vlog today, and I'm gonna try my best to make it as fun, as enjoyable as possible. I really do hope you enjoy this vlog. Earlier on, I just did a few errands. We went to the farmers market, and then we went to Colcom, and then we went to Warren Park, but I didn't film that bit. I got some strawberries from the farmers market, and then I tried to buy some meat from Colcom, but EcoCash wasn't working, so I ended up not buying anything, because somebody mentioned in one of the vlogs that I should do hauls of things that I buy, because normally I'll just go to the farmers market and then come back and then I don't show you what I buy. And yeah, so I wanted to do that, but anyway, I ended up not buying much besides just strawberries and a pie, and then from Colcom I ended up not getting anything. Today is a Saturday. I'm home for pretty much the day now, since that EcoCash is not working. I had planned to go out with Riley, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'll see you later on in the day. Right now I'm about to eat my second meal of the day because yeah, I'm starving. So let's get this vlog started. I don't want this intro to be too long, so yeah.
I still remember. I know that you hate when I catch you in a lie. Even more when you know I'm right. You didn't think that I'd be so good, but you didn't think that I'd be having doing so good, but you didn't think that I'd be having doing so good. Don't give up the best thing you ever had. I'll be doing so good.
Tomorrow, boss.
Hi guys, I feel like this vlog has been all over the place, but anyway, I think it's like what day is it? Probably 2 days later since I last spoke to you guys. Today is a Wednesday. I last spoke to you on Monday. So I'm on my way to Rusape. We're just about to leave. There's a family funeral that we need to attend there, and also I want to visit my dad's grave. I think that's one of the main reasons why I felt like I needed to go. So it's something that's been like on my to-do list for months now, and I have not been able to do it. So we're about to head out. I'm pretty sure we're going to arrive very late, but it's still okay because I didn't want to drive to and fro on the same day. I hope that makes sense. Like, I didn't want to go and come back the same day because I feel like I would be so exhausted and it's just not safe. So I'm just waiting for my mom to finish up and then we can just go. It's about 3 hours to get there, so I'm really hoping that we'll just move nice and slow. And so I thought I would take you guys with me. There's so much that has been happening, but I think I will catch you up, guys, because even in my intro I didn't really explain why I haven't been vlogging and stuff. But I feel like this trip is going to be very good for me. I need this to be done. It's one of the things that I've just felt like I don't know how to put it in words. But anyway, let's go to Rusape. It's maybe 5:30 even, but let's go. And then hopefully I'll be able to film as much as possible and just take you guys with me. We arrived pretty late that evening. This was just before 11, so we just went straight to sleep. A big part of my family is from the Anglican Church. What you're watching here is part of the women marching around 6 p.m. in the morning. This is part of tradition that is done after the body has slept in the house. Good morning, guys. So yesterday I ended up not vlogging as much because of the drive, and we got here just before 10. So it is the next day. I think it's just before 7, 8. And yeah, we traveled really, it was a great trip. Now everyone is bathing, trying to rush around. I'm gonna try and go also and bath probably, and then I'll catch you guys later.
Days later.
Hi guys, so I last spoke to you guys. I didn't even speak to you yesterday. I just filmed beats from I went to church. Today is a Monday. So I want to close with this vlog, but before I do that, I felt like I've been speaking in riddles this entire video, and I haven't gone MIA, but I haven't been uploading as much as I used to. And I feel like I need to give you guys a bit of a life update. There hasn't been anything big that has been stopping me from filming, but in the previous vlog I had a terrible flu. I had that flu before my husband caught it as well, and then like all of us, we were just sick. I think that flu was bad. Like I remember I had to sleep in a separate bedroom, and then my husband and Riley had to sleep in the other bedroom, because for me my symptoms seemed to be worse than what they were experiencing. But anyway, we are all fine now. I think we have all sort of recovered, except for my husband. He's out of the bushes, but he's not completely recovered. So that was kind of difficult for me to film because there was nothing else also that was going on. After the week that we fell sick, a week and some days later, That's when I was at my sister's house when I heard about Kitty's suicidal. And you know what? For me, things like that, I don't want to say triggering because I don't, but I'm trying to find words to explain this that is not offensive to other people. But basically what that did to me is like, it went back to the weekend that Jinimbi died, because I don't even know those people personally, but it's the amount of people that speak about these people, and it's all that social media is talking about, that it almost gets to your head and kind of affects how you think, how you're moving, and it's almost as if there's this whole new level of anxiety. You're not yourself, and that is what I was experiencing. Like, I was just feeling down. Like, you know, when someone dies, even if when you don't know them personally, it just affects you. And for me, Diki, I was following his career from way back, and because also like my musical taste, for those of you who don't know me, like I listen to music, any kind of music I will listen to, except for one thing: I cannot do sungura. Don't come for me. I can't do sungura, but anything else, Zim dancehall, I'm there. Zim gospel music, it's my favorite. I also like listen to international artists. I listen to jazz, I listen to SA hip hop, I listen to Zim hip hop, like I listen to everything. So most of those people, like I feel like you would be familiar with them from social media, and then also them just popping up because he was really vocal when it came to fashion, and I always went to his page to just see the things that he was wearing. My sister and I would always talk about how he was so cool, like his fashion sense and stuff like that. Him and Mena Boy, we always talk about how they dress nicely and stuff. So yeah, it was kind of hard. I know for some people it won't make sense. How can you say Mono can affect you? But also it's the way that he died, I guess. You just think someone is on top of everything, but I guess that is not always the case. Anyway, I feel like now I'm just rambling, but really that really got to me. So that week I was just like, I don't want to do anything. And other than that, what else has been happening? Because Riley has been going to school, I thought I could handle things like do business. I wake up in the morning and make him get ready, also help my husband to get his things together, and then I tend to myself. So like it's Riley, my husband, and then me. So by the time I get to myself, like my energy is not there, it's on zero. I have nothing to do. Of course, for me, I've made it a point that at least once a week I should take myself out to eat breakfast. If I am rolling on a low budget, I'll go and do breakfast. But if I'm willing to spend more, then I'll even do like an outfit, and then I'll do lunch with my sister, something just to make me feel like I am still living my life. Outside of that, obviously I'll still be working with Thrift Eye and filming YouTube videos. So after that whole thinking good, you can balance taking care of other people and also just balancing yourself, I was failing dismally. Like I would just lie. After these two left, because they both leave just before 8, and then I start to tend to myself, maybe clean and just make sure the house is in order. Basically, I felt like it was too much for me. I hated doing laundry. I hate. Even I am someone who enjoys cooking very much. I'm sure you guys can tell that from the videos that I've done before, but I didn't enjoy it anymore to cook or to bake or to do anything. And on the side, some of you already know, I also help my sister with her content. That was the only energy I was preserving myself for. So I finally have a helper. I don't know when was the last time I had a helper, because all along I've had people who come and clean for me and then they go, but sometimes they're not as reliable, like they won't show up all the time, and then you end up in the basara repeats, and then you have to do things on your own and stuff. So now I have a full-time helper, which is something I'm really grateful for, because yeah, I can see the difference. Even in my mood, I can see that I'm starting to get better, and I've even been filming this past week. And yeah, so that's another update. We finally have a helper, guys. Like it's game changing. Like I don't know when was the last time I had a full-time helper, but I'm just so grateful for that. And then last week I also filmed beats when I went to visit my dad's grave. I didn't film that part because for me it felt really weird to have to film the graveyard and to have to film his grave. I did take pictures, but those were just for personal use for me to look at maybe once in a while, or when I'm just feeling like, oh, let me take a look at Kumusha and stuff like that. But that trip really meant so much. From the time that I did there's this video that I did about dealing with grief. I mentioned that I know things that I'm supposed to do, I just haven't had the chance to do them yet. So visiting his grave was one of the main things that I felt like I needed to do, just for my spirit and my energy. And I had because I had been having dreams. This is very personal and very deep, but I was having dreams of him. I would be having conversations, and basically I was supposed to go and visit his grave. That's what I'm gonna say. And so I'm glad I did. I went with flowers. It was a nice drive, and there were just signs along the way that assured me that this was the right move. And so spiritually right now, I just feel like I am in a very good place, and I thank God for the opportunity to be able to do these things, because since October, I think October, that's when I did the video, I've only been able to visit this grave in March. So you can understand the excitement and how appreciative I was of the opportunity to be able to go. Because it's not cool, but it's quite a drag to get there. So being able to do that and just, I feel like now I can start off my year properly, because this was just in the way. So I didn't film much, but I did show you bits of our drive back mostly, and bits from the funeral that I attended. I know I mentioned that earlier. And then I know in my previous video I said I was going to upload more often. Guys, at this point I'm not 100% okay. So I can't come here and say I'll give you videos twice weekly. I'm taking that back. However, I'll upload videos when I upload videos, and I will try to show up as consistently as I can while I try to get to my normal self. And yeah, and also welcome to the new subscribers, because we're now over 600 subscribers. The last time I was here we were on 500. So welcome to the new subscribers. We do film content, fun content here, but we've just been going through things. So hopefully I'll be back soon, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you've not subscribed and if you've watched this video thus far, please do subscribe, leave a comment down below. And I would also appreciate like some suggestions in terms of like what kind of videos you guys would want to see besides vlogs, or if you have other things that you want me to incorporate in my vlogs, I would be happy to. So I think this is the end of the video. I will see you guys in my next video.